Hi there, everybody. Today we have a discussion with Dr. Guyman. Hi, Dr. Guyman. How are you doing?
Hi, it's good.
Good. Do you want to tell my viewers a little bit about your channel before we get started?
Okay. Basically, what we do on this channel, uh, it's mostly videos defending religion. But we also do some other stuff like politics and stuff.
Yeah.
That's basically it. It's just a platform for me to speak my mind.
Right. Yeah. I can understand that. I needed a place to speak my mind as well. So, a lot of your content is pretty funny, right?
Yeah, people have said that. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it your intent to come across as a comedian, as funny?
Uh, well, it has to have some humor for the viewers. And it's
Right.
all yeah.
But it is really funny. I've found myself laughing quite a bit. I love the mustache. That's really cute. I like it.
Thanks.
It makes me laugh. And the drinking game's funny.
Yeah, yeah, those get good reviews.
Yeah. You did one of my husband.
Uh, your husband?
Well, yeah. Well, my fiance, really. The Godless Iowan?
Oh, the Godless Island. Yeah.
Yeah. He liked it. He thought it was funny.
Yeah,
Um, so I see you sometimes in the live stream, too.
yeah, I watch some other YouTubers' live streams.
Yeah?
To get an idea of what the other team is saying about us.
Right. Well, you could ask us.
Hmm. See?
Yeah. I'd be more than willing to talk to you about it.
Like, so, what do we do?
Well, I wanted to ask you about one specific video, and I was, like I said, I've seen you in the live streams, and I know that you talk about a live stream that I was in with Nancy Ordinary,
Yeah, the
and
one, the 8 hour one.
yeah,
Uh,
I wasn't there the whole time, but I was there part of the time, and during the time that we were talking about the issues you addressed in your video.
see?
And I had some questions about what you said in your video.
Yeah,
You said that atheist Democrats are trying to take away our right to believe in God.
yeah. I, I think I might have said that. I don't know.
Yes. And I was wondering if where you got that idea.
Oh, well, cause trying, they're trying to, they're trying to call, they're trying to say that teaching religion to your children is child abuse, and that we should have our children taken away for that. No, that's something Sam Harris talks about a lot.
Yeah, a lot of atheists do define that as indoctrination. And indoctrination, a lot of them do see it as abuse. Um,
Uh,
But
my question is, why is telling your children what you believe a bad thing?
well, some people believe things that aren't necessarily healthy. Um, for example, uh, what it, how would you? What if someone were to tell their kids that a friend of theirs who died of cancer was burning in the lake of fire because they don't believe the same thing they believe?
Hmm. I, I I've never heard any of that happening.
No. When I was a kid, I had people very close to me that died, and I was told by my parents that they were burning in the lake of fire. And that scared me. I feel it was abusive in a way.
See,
What do you
well,
think?
see, the Bible actually doesn't describe hell as burning and suffering. It just describes it as death and nothing else.
Yeah, well, it does? Where does it say that?
Hmm. Like like the one people cite, John 3:16. It says whoever believes in him shall not perish. It doesn't say they shall not suffer and burn. It says they won't perish.
But do you agree that there are some people that believe in this Christian religion that consider hell to be a torturous place for all eternity?
Yes, some people have that misconception.
And if they have that misconception, if it is a misconception, but any people that I've talked to about this do believe that there's a hell, a really horrible place. Um, but yeah, if you believe that and you teach children that, I think it's wrong.
Hmm. Well, hmm, I mean, well, if you, well, that, it might be kind of wrong, because one, it's not exactly a clear representation of how hell is actually described, and and two, but on the flip side, it does keep your children behaving.
Yeah,
Some
spare the rod and spoil the child.
eh, spare the what?
Spare the rod and spoil the child.
Hmm, I don't know what that means.
It's in the Bible, I believe.
Let me type that in.
Okay.
Spare the rod and spoil the child. Oh yeah, Proverbs 13:24. Whoever spares the rod hates their children, but the one who loves their children is careful to discipline them. Uh,
So,
so,
is hell a form of discipline?
hmm, well, discipline. Yes, well, yeah, I guess hell, in a way, is kind of. Well, I don't know if it's discipline, because we can't really control sin. Sin just enslaves us. That's why we need to be saved from it. So I don't know if hell is a punishment as much as it is um, where sin takes you when it kidnaps you.
Yeah. Do you think a 6-year-old child can understand them?
Uh, if Well, if you explain it, I'm sure they would understand.
Do you think maybe it's kind of a scary idea that there are people teaching their kids that those that they love that don't agree with them will burn in hell?
Yeah, that is a thing that yeah, that people say they're scared of that. It's not necessarily that they're burning because they disagree. Like they're burning because they didn't. Sin is like a rock tied to your foot. It has nothing to do with disagreeing. Uh, it's like you just have to get that rock untied from your foot so you don't drown. You know.
Yeah, I get that. It's just that with religion, it oftentimes boils down to whether or not you believe in the religion and in the figure within it, Jesus. If I don't accept Jesus, will I go to heaven?
Uh, well, yeah, kind of, because he's the guy with the scissors trying to cut the rock off your foot. You know.
Right, so basically, if I don't agree with your belief, which I don't, then that's fine. But I will go to hell, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you didn't let him cut the rock off.
Um, well, for a long time, I was a Christian, and I did believe. I was saved, and it seemed like nothing really changed. It was kind of the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that well, change doesn't happen instantly. Change happens over time.
I was a Christian for 15 years.
15 years.
Yes. And
And
my parents taught me that those that I loved were being forced to hell. Which, whether or not that's what you think is not really what I'm saying. Can you understand how people can see that as to tell
well,
little children that?
yes, that when you describe it like that, yes, that particular part is kind of scary to a little child.
Yes, it is.
But then also telling your children that if they drink and drive, they'll get in a car crash. That is also scary. But is that child abuse just because it's scary?
Well, not because it's scary. It's that from an atheist perspective, it seems like a lie. Okay. And
Yeah.
an unnecessary. And even from your perspective, you said to me that yes, this is a thing that is really scary. Really scary. And it's difficult for kids to really understand. You know, they're not at the point to where they can reason. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah, and so like drinking and driving, that's something that does happen a lot. People get hurt. But with hell, it's not really the same because we don't have statistics that we can look at. We don't have evidence of that to examine.
Well, we have a lot of people who have reporting seeing hell.
Do you think they could be lying? Is it possible that they're being dishonest?
It's possible, but just because it's possible doesn't mean it's true.
Do you think it's more likely that they actually saw hell or that they lied?
I think it's quite likely that they actually saw hell. There's so many of them.
There's a lot of people that agree on things that are untrue all the time.
Yeah.
Does it make it true?
Yeah. What was the question? I couldn't hear it.
There are people that agree on something that could be true, but they could lie about it. We all agree. But does that make it true? How would we know?
Well, it's not necessarily true just because a lot of people believe it. Maybe I'm thinking maybe there's a reason they all believe it. That's what's important. The reason.
Could it be just any reason?
Any.
Makes them feel good?
As far as I'm concerned, any reason is a good reason, unless it's just because you say so. That's not a good reason.
I agree. Not a good reason. So, one thing I wanted to talk about was kind of clarify what we meant by it in that. And I also wanted to point out that, do you know what a hypothetical situation is?
Hypothetical. That's like an analogy or something.
Right. It was kind of setting up a circumstance that you wouldn't act on, but you're just thinking about to communicate an idea, just to have a thought experiment.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Was
the reason I asked is because in that hangout, Auntie Ordinary was talking about what would you do to help people from being indoctrinated. And I said that information is so easy. Find now. Internet already in place. And she said that maybe we should make law to prevent indoctrination of children. And that was a hypothetical. She didn't mean to actually. It was just something that we were talking about as a thought experiment.
Yeah, I hope it's hypothetical.
Yes, definitely.
Because
no one. Go ahead.
Because no one should have to go to jail for telling their kids something just because it's scary.
Well, it can be really traumatizing. But I think that that's more or less kind of a subjective thing. It's a personal opinion. It's a matter of an opinion is what I'm worried about right now. What I'm worried about is that maybe some of your viewers are concerned that this is a real event going on.
Is it a real event?
No.
There's a lot of atheists who are endorsing doing this.
Just like there's a lot of Christians telling their kids that people burn in hell forever, right?
Well, yeah, there is.
So on each side, I think we have things that you need to work on, right?
Wait, what?
Both Christian and atheist have things that we need to work on as a group as a whole, right?
Yes.
Yes. And I don't. For one thing, Nancy Ordinary lives in the United Kingdom. She doesn't live in the United States. So I just wanted to bring that up.
See?
Yeah. So she couldn't vote on any law or anything like that anyway.
Right.
And if such a law, if I could actually vote on a law like that, I wouldn't endorse any senator or politician who had that in mind for something like that. I think it's an infringement on freedom.
Yeah.
And I said that in the video.
Okay, I might have missed that.
Yeah, well, that's okay. I just wanted to address this because it's important. Both to you and your audience. I wanted to clarify and make sure that you knew that this was a serious thing. Also, in the United States, we have the Constitution.
Yeah.
Have you read the amendment to the Constitution?
Yes, we learned the Constitution in civics class last year.
Excellent. What did you think of it?
The First Amendment, or
just the Constitution in general, but yes, the First Amendment particularly.
Yeah, the Constitution is important. That's what protects us from dictators and stuff.
Yes.
Well, the First Amendment, freedom of speech and freedom of religion.
Yes.
So,
and of the press.
Yeah, and the press. So, freedom of religion means freedom of religion should be stopping them from getting our children. Oh.
Yes. Exactly.
So
a law could, even if we wanted to do it would be unconstitutional.
Yeah. So why is it okay? So why is this unconstitutional, but banning creationism isn't?
Well, we're talking about creationism. This is an idea that is saying it's science, but it's not science.
Okay.
And we want our children to be well educated in science.
Here. So how do we know it's not science?
Because science is testable, observable, provable, repeatable, and reliable. And the Bible is not.
Why do you think creationism isn't any of those things?
Because anything that resembles an explanation of nature in the Bible is wrong, for the most part.
So it's wrong because it's wrong? I'm not saying...
It's wrong because we can't observe it. Kind of like there's a passage in there that talks about the cattle, and if they were to breed their cattle on certain types of trees and stripes. Is that how nature works?
Well, according to Mendel's law, if the having stripes is like the dominant gene, you can plug that into a Punnett square, and the not having stripes is like the recessive gene. Then if you have a cow, if you have any of them with like recessive, as long as there's one dominant, stripes being the dominant gene, that would give you striped cows as babies.
Yeah, but the Bible, it says just them procreating in front of a certain tree is what it is, not genes.
A tree?
Certain types of trees, yes. I'll have to find the passage.
Yes, please find the passage. I've never seen that before.
Let me see if I can find it. Yes, Genesis 30:39.
Yeah.
And I will send you the link. If I can get to it. Hang up. Here we go. Here's your link.
Okay. Yeah.
And he set rods, which he had peeled in front of the flocks in the gutters, and the watering troughs for the flocks drank, and they mated when they came to drink. So the flocks mated by the rods, and the flocks brought forth striped and speckled and spotted.
The rod.
Nothing about genetic there.
They mated by the rods.
It's curious.
Yeah.
Is that scientific?
Well, just because we don't understand it yet doesn't mean we never will, you know?
What do you mean?
No. Well, just because we don't have an explanation yet doesn't mean we never will. Isn't that like a fallacy or something?
No. So the Bible is supposed to be written into where you can understand it, isn't it? The Word of God?
Yeah.
So why would this passage not be something we understand? It seems straightforward to me, but...
Well, because it's a bit difficult for us to wrap our heads around today because we don't see that happening anymore. Just because we don't see it anymore doesn't mean nobody else in history like back saw it.
Do you think maybe there's some evidence of this?
Evidence of striped and like evidence of what?
Being able to procreate in front of rods. have striped cattle
That's,
and stuff. I mean,
hmm, uh, that's a good question. You gotta,
just something to think about, isn't it?
yeah, it's something to think about. Uh,
So, do you think maybe you got the wrong idea of our stream?
uh, uh, there, I, I don't know. There might be some uh, evidence of it. Let's see. What was that passage again?
It was Genesis 30, 39 through 40.
Okay.
Well, it's 39.
Uh,
As the flocks mated by the road, and the flocks brought forth striped and spotted.
okay. Yes, I just typed that in on Answers in Genesis to see if there's anything about it.
Do you use any other sources than Answers in Genesis?
Huh?
What other sources do you use to understand the Bible and stuff?
For understanding the Bible, I typically use BibleHub.com because it has commentaries about it.
Yeah, I like that one. Yeah, that's the one that I use most often.
Yeah.
So, when it comes to your video, because I want to get back to that, do you see where maybe you misunderstood some of the things that was said?
Yes, I agree. I might have misunderstood.
Thank you, Dr. Guyman. I really appreciate that. And like I said, if you have any questions about what I believe, then you're welcome to talk.
Okay.
Because I think that we spend so much time griping at one another, and I don't really like it. I think we can bridge the gap.
Okay.
Don't you think so?
Yeah. That, that's. Yeah, I agree.
Your freedom is my freedom.
That's,
So, if anyone were to try to say in the atheist circle, if I were to hear someone say, we want to take away children from their parents for no good reason, I would object. Every time. And I wanted to let you know.
yeah, that's good to know.
Good. Because I wouldn't want anyone else to. I have kids.
Yeah.
And I love them very much. I wouldn't want somebody just to take away because they talked about philosophy or something.
Yeah.
Did you have anything you'd like to ask?
Uh, not really. It kind of makes sense where you're coming from.
Good. Well, I appreciate your time, and I would like to ask you a favor. Maybe in the description of the video, maybe put that this is satire or that there was a misunderstanding, if you would.
But in the description, put what?
That you misunderstood what Anti-Ordinary said and what was going on in the discussion.
Yeah, I'll put that.
I'd appreciate that because I feel like if somebody runs across your video, it might really scare them.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone to be afraid of me or my friends.
Okay. I'm actually writing that right now on the video.
Thank you very much. Is there anything you would like to say to Anti-Ordinary?
I'm sorry, Anti-Ordinary. I misunderstood what you were implying. That I should have asked about it instead of going on and ranting about it.
Thank you very much. You're very reasonable, and I can admire that.
Thank you.
Okay, like I said, if you have any questions regarding what I think about science, I don't know very much about science, but I'm willing to talk about it and look into things. Or talk about scripture and anything you want to hear it. Let me know.
It kind of makes sense where you're coming from.
So, unless you have anything else to add, I guess we can end this.
No, I think I'm done.
Okay. Thank you very much again for your time.
Thank you for having me on.
Of course, anytime. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.